Hi, Blastpop here. This is an after-action report for The Hunters, a game published by GMT Games, designed by Gregory M. Smith, and a solitaire game. And you command a German U-boat during World War II from 1939 to 43. I previously mentioned I would update my solitaire campaign when it came to a conclusion. Well, it finally did come to a conclusion earlier today, and sadly it resulted in the loss of the U-boat I was commanding. I commanded a Type 7 B U-boat, and it can carry a total of 14 torpedoes, and you do have some options on the mix. Now, this was a fairly good campaign. It was moving along, but once the wheels started coming off, they all fell off. And it was interesting in that initially in the campaign, here's my log sheet, and I'll describe some high points. I became a veteran. I ended up becoming a Knight's Cross with oak leaf clusters, and I started off in the British Isles, stayed in the British Isles, did some mining in the British Isles for my third campaign. British Isles. You see a theme there? Again, more British Isles. Again, British Isles. And then I sank in the British Isles, of all places, the light cruiser Audacity. Light carrier. And then from there I was transferred to the Mediterranean. I ran into the Malaya, the British battleship, but did not sink it. Once you're in the Mediterranean, you stay in the Mediterranean, unless the boat needs further repair for more than 5 months, I believe it is, and then you can get a new assignment elsewhere. I ended up getting the Knight's Cross, I believe, because of tonnage. It was about over 100,000 tons. And then on my 12th mission in the Mediterranean, I sank the Ark Royal, the carrier. And finally, continuing the Med, I sank like an entire group of ships, 3 ships that I ran into in the campaign. And then I ran into my trouble. Where I lost was I sank a 12,300 ton cargo ship in the Med as part of a convoy, but I couldn't get away from the escorts, and they finally sank me. So I sank 188,000 tons of shipping. I sank 2 capital ships. So from Berlin's standpoint, the results were very favorable. It's hard to say that in the human cost for both sides, as well as the crew that the Captain Markus was commanding. So during the last mission, you can kind of see the end results of what I have here. You can see all the engines were damaged, which were bad modifiers. The radio was out, dive planes, fuel tanks. I took a flooding hit, but when I rolled for damage the last time, the result was a ship sunk, and I didn't have to allocate any more damage. So this probably took me in total maybe 5 or 6 hours to play the entire campaign game, give or take, not including setup times. But it was a lot of fun. I'm probably thinking at this point continuing a campaign, but I'm interested in Silent Victory, the sister game of the Americans in the Pacific. I've yet to punch the counters on that, but it's fairly similar, so I should be able to ease in onto that game fairly well. So anyway, I made it for 14 missions and died on the 14th mission. Lucky 14 apparently, not unlucky 13. And so it was a lot of fun, and definitely continue playing it some more. And it moves along rather smartly and is an excellent time filler, and that's typically what I use it for. Fill in a half an hour here, an hour there, and does that swimmingly. Anyway, this has been Blastpop. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Bye.